Hello everyone, this is me Ranjana once again with you all. Today we are going to discuss about the urbanization. Okay, I hope you all have gone through my previous video, which was on the topic migration. Okay, it will be very easier for you to understand if you relate the topic migration with urbanization. Okay, so without any further delay, I would like to proceed with the topic. Is that clear? Okay, let us see the definition first. Okay, urbanization is the process by which towns and cities grow. It is marked by a gradual increase in the proportion of the people living in urban areas as compared to rural areas. Urbanization is largely the result of the rural urban migration and natural growth in the urban population. Okay, so urbanization, here I am highlighting the word increase in the proportion of the people living in urban areas. So along with the development of the towns and the cities, there will be an increase in the size of population. And as I said, urbanization is largely the result of rural urban migration. The people are moving to urban areas, from rural areas to urban areas, which is leading to a process of urbanization. So urbanization is nothing but it is the process by which towns and cities grow along with the size of population. Okay, so this is all about the urbanization. Now we will see the brief history of the urbanization. You know, the urbanization occurred in the 18th century when, as the result of industrial revolution, many workers begins to migrate from rural areas to urban centers in search of employment in factories. With the further development of the industries, the technology, housing and transportation, more people began living in the urban areas. Okay, so all this development attract the peoples to live in the urban areas, okay, causing cities to expand. Okay, suppose people are moving towards the city. Okay, then if number of the people are increasing, then obviously the infrastructure will also increase. Okay, so that leads to the expansion of the city. Okay, if you see the present data, then 54% of the world populations are living in the urban areas, and it is expected to have 66% by year 2050. Okay, so here one thing only you need to remember, that urbanizations started along with your industrial revolution. Okay, so very simple. Understood? Now we will see the next topic. Okay, the causes of urbanization. This is very easy and simple. Okay, mechanization in agriculture. See, when there was an introduction of machine in agriculture, the many people become jobless. Okay, so now with the introduction of the machine, uh, farmers have been replaced with the machine, so many farmers become jobless and they started moving to the urban centers. Okay, because most of the work are now being done by the machine, like sowing, your plowing, your harvesting, all the agricultural activity. Okay, so that makes the people to leave their place of origin and migrated to urban centers. Okay, now next point, you see, displaced by machine, skilled craft people like weavers, blacksmith, carpenters are also moving to urban centers for the better opportunity. Okay, then point number 3, better infrastructure facility. As I have already discussed about the pull factor. Okay, pull factor, these all better infrastructure facilities are pull factor, which is attracting the people towards their place. Okay, like your water, electricity, transport and the communication, medical facility, especially your education and the economic opportunity, most important among all the factors. The people started moving to the urban centers. Better opportunity for trade and commerce. Obviously the people will get more opportunity for trade and commerce as compared to your rural areas. Now you see, if all the people, if most of the people started living in urban areas, then obviously there has to be a better infrastructure facilities. Infrastructure facility has to be developed along with the size of the population. Okay, so that will lead to your expansion of the city. Okay, so this all are the reason or the causes for your urbanization. Is that clear? Okay, next. Okay, we have a positive. Okay, before going to the positive, we will see the impact of the urbanization. Okay, today the impact of the urbanization can be seen in the countries around the world. Okay, so we will first highlight the positive impact of the urbanization. Okay, you will see the first impact: urban areas make efficient use of. Okay, now for example, you all have seen the multi-storied apartment built on a small tract of a land which accommodate a large number of the population. You all have seen in the cities area, especially in your Bombay, Delhi, even in Calcutta, and you all have seen the metros, rail, buses, okay, which save the fuel as well as energy by transporting million of people in a day. So this is how the urban area make efficient use of the resources. Then another important impact is your urban areas offer better employment opportunities. Okay, so with the better employment opportunities, the people can raise the standard of the living. Okay, then next is here better access to education and training facilities in the cities create skilled workforce. Okay, to have a skilled workforce means to develop a nation. Okay, it will enhance the economy of a country. Then next is here, as a centers of the commercial activity, urban areas play an important role in economic development. You all have seen the most of the commercial activity, okay, like your export, import, trade relations, everything that actually uh, uh, is in your urban areas. Okay, so urban areas play and very important role in the economic development. Okay, so these all are your positive impact of the urbanization. Apart from this mentioned point, one important point is that here people living in the cities areas, urban areas, are very much exposed to variety of culture. Okay, which makes them very broad minded. They were socially more developed than the people living in the rural areas. You all have observed these things in your locality. Okay, so apart from this economic impact, we have one social positive impact of the urbanization. Okay, because people will interact with each other, they will learn the language of each other, they will share their culture, which will enhance the mental ability of the people, and they become very much broad minded. Okay, so this is also another positive impact of the urbanization. Okay, now next we will see negative impact of the urbanization. Okay, if however, if the urbanization is not well planned and not efficiently managed, it has its negative impact on the lives of the people as well as in the development of the country. Okay, so first we will see the first point. Let us discuss first point. As more people move into cities, there is more pressure on the limited resource available. Okay, so these things, you all know that, you all have heard about the word slums. Okay, you all have seen in the movie slums area. Okay, that is the result of this more pressure of the people living on a limited resource available. Okay, so that compels the people, okay, those who cannot afford for the good housing, the people, especially the people living in the underprivileged, means below poverty line, they have to live in the slums area because there will be a very limited resources available. Okay, the next is here, high density of the population in urban areas leads to an increase in the demand and consumption of the resources. Okay, so we have a limited resource, we have a constant resource, but the population is increasing day by day in the urban areas. Okay, so that will lead to your scarcity of food, scarcity of your basic amenities. Okay, so density of the population in urban areas leads to an increase in the demand and the consumption of the resources, which ultimately leads to your scarcity. Okay, so there we can have a scarcity if the urbanization is not well managed or efficiently planned. Okay, then we have a overpopulation in urban areas makes the job market more competitive, leading to an increase in unemployment. This is very obvious factor. More number of the people, more competition will be there. More competition, then people will become again unemployed. Okay, then it also put a strain on the law enforcement system. Okay, this is another very important negative impact. Okay, it will be difficult for the administrator to handle a large population. Okay, so that time, there will be a problem in the enforcement of the law, which result in the higher rates. Okay, so this is another negative impact of the urbanization. And the last, but this is very important negative impact, means among all, pollution. Okay, see, more people, more number of the vehicles, more factories, the more industries that all emits harmful gases, which is not good for the environment. Okay, so that leads to your air pollution. Then water, most of the industries, factories that have been set up along the river side, then they discharge their waste material into that river, then that pollute the water. So water pollution is another negative impact. Then land, the land is getting deteriorating day by day because the people are dumping their waste anywhere, everywhere. Wherever they find a vacant place, they start dumping their waste. Okay, so that is deteriorating the fertility of the land. Okay, that is deteriorating the condition of the land. And noise pollution is another a negative impact of the urbanization. So this all are your negative impact of the urbanization. Okay, so till now what we all have done, we discuss about the concept of the urbanization, then causes, then we discuss about the positive impact of urbanization as well as the negative impact of the urbanization. Okay, I hope up to here you all are clear.